hello and kaksi, as my Bulgarian friends would say, or how are you? Today's tutorial is about widgets and how to manage those and start playing around with the appearance of your site. I'll explain what widgets are and then show you a couple of examples to get you started. Basically, a widget is a box of content that you can drop onto your site, and they can host anything from an image to a Facebook like button to an automatically updated feed of stories from your favorite site. There's a whole range of them, and I'll show you how to manipulate them. They can be very useful for livening up your site, making sure that there's continual updates even when you're not posting articles and what have you. So you'll find them under the appearance menu, appearance widgets, and you're presented when you click that with a big list of all the out-of-the-box widgets that are available, and they range from the things I've mentioned. There's also random stuff like calendars, so you can have a calendar of when posts are posted to your site. You can have top posts and pages, which is really useful, so when you have popular items of content, you can highlight those with a little a box on the side of your site. Now, it is quite a tricky thing to get your head around, because the widgets menu bears little kind of physical relation to the site as you'll see it, because the way that WordPress presents it, you've got your big list of available widgets, and down here these kind of areas within your WordPress blog are dependent on the design of your site. So if you change the theme, you might find that you no longer have a sidebar, but you do still have a footer, or you'll end up with two sidebars because you've changed grid. So when you make changes to your theme, it's worth going back into the appearances and just into the appearance and the widget menus, just to do a bit of housekeeping, check that everything's in the right place. So what I want to show you first of all is how to put an RSS feed in here. And RSS feeds are quite old-fashioned in digital terms, quite an old-fashioned way of collecting stories from an individual site, so you can publish them elsewhere. So you can feed the headlines from the BBC website onto your blog. So to do that, if you click the RSS button and drag it into your sidebar, that'll open and ask you for an address for a feed that you want to highlight. You can give it a title, and you have some options in terms of how you display it. So it'll just pull through as headlines, and it'll be 10 of them unless you customize that. And you can also add the first paragraph of content or other information about the posts. So the first thing you're going to need to do is find a feed, and there's a couple of ways of doing that. You can go to something like the BBC website, and the bigger websites will have a little RSS button, usually with this orange kind of radar signal, and that will give you the feed from this BBC News site, and this is the address here. So what you do is copy that, go back into your WordPress widget and paste it in, give it a title like BBC Headlines, and I'm going to display the top 3, just headlines, and save that. In the address of the feed, you can change it to HTTP and then save. So there you go, there's a basic feed which will just link straight out to that other site. So in the next tutorial, I'm going to show you how to merge several feeds